Tell me you're ready.
So, Samir, do children need coaching?
Do children need coaching? So it's a conversation, it's not like a speech, right?
It's a conversation.
It's a conversation. So, many years ago, when I was starting my journey of coaching, I had a conversation with my coach and I asked him a question. Sorry, my nose. Start again.
Okay, Samir, do children need coaching?
There is a question that I asked my coach very many years ago about if there is a person who doesn't want to change his life, can coaching help? And he said, if you really want to change someone's life or your own life, you first have to have the desire to change. You must want it. And I told him, but he needs it. He really needs it. If he gets it, then he will definitely improve his quality of life. He said, yes, but if he has to change, he must want to change first. So to answer the question, do children need coaching? No. Children don't need coaching. But if they want to really meet their full potential, the inner potential, not the potential of the expectations society imposes upon them, but the one that is within them, then how coaching helps is it allows them to discover what is within them.
So, if they need coaching, do you think you should make them say?
When a child desires coaching, when a child wants coaching, a child will come and say, this is what I want. And that is the reason why I did not impose coaching on anyone, adults or young children. A coaching engagement always begins through a discovery session where they discover whether they want it or not, whether they can build a rapport with the coach or not. And if that rapport is not established, the journey does not even begin. Yeah?
Good. So, if the coaching is a discovery, how should parents prepare for it?
Every child, every parent knows their child better than anyone else. From the time they are born, a parent sees the child develop. As the parent sees the child develop, even a parent can be a coach to the child if they are mindful about the child's potential. Very often, because of how our society is programmed, we live by meeting the expectation of those around us. So sometimes parents become guilty of the same, of peer pressure, maybe of their friends or relatives, and therefore they impose that upon their own child. When you're so close to any image or experience, you do not see the entire picture. When a coach is engaged with a child, a coach is able to detach and see from a distance the picture. The child benefits from this outward view of its potential. Very often, when we go through the journey of life, there are so many times that we have certain strengths that we are not aware of. We take them for granted and don't realize that they are strengths for us and not so for many others. It remains in our blind spot. So it can be for a child. If a child is able to identify through the help of someone who is an expert what his or her strengths are, then they can live a life to amplify those strengths in all walks of life.
So, how do I know that my child needs a coaching?
Every parent, when they ask the question, should I enroll my child in coaching? The better question to ask is, do I want my child to meet his or her full potential? And that answer only the parent can give.
a child to understand whether he or she, whether she needs coaching?
If there was one magical question to ask a child whether the child needs coaching, every parent would ask it. But perhaps you can start with asking the child, do you want to be better than who you are today? Do you want to grow? Do you want to challenge and not just be better than other people in your class or in society, but for your own self? Do you want to be the best version of you? And if that is there within the child, or if a parent can inspire a child to go out and live life to meet their own full potential, then every parent would know that coaching is the answer to it. There's something else I want to